The 6.5 Creedmoor has carved out a legendary status among modern rifle cartridges, but what if I told you there are rounds out there that shoot flatter, hit harder, and stretch performance well beyond what the Creedmoor can offer? Whether you're into long-distance marksmanship, big game hunting, or simply on the hunt for your next go-to round, this video is built for you. We're diving into some top-tier cartridges that outperform the 6.5 Creedmoor, offering superior energy retention, flatter trajectories, and serious versatility in real-world conditions. If you're committed to precision or want to up your hunting game, you'll want to see what's coming. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. Let's kick things off with a real heavyweight, the 7mm PRC. Hornady designed this round with long-range accuracy as its mission, and it absolutely delivers. With a slick aerodynamic profile and a seriously high ballistic coefficient, the 7mm PRC holds energy and velocity like few others. It's an ideal cartridge for hunters covering open ground or for shooters who like dialing out past 600 yards. What stands out most? How incredibly flat it shoots. You get a high muzzle velocity that really cuts down on bullet drop, which translates to fewer scope adjustments and quicker follow-up shots. Even way out there, this cartridge hits with enough authority to take down elk-sized game. On the range, it cycles clean. Recoil is assertive but manageable, and accuracy stays tight from shot to shot. If you're after a precision rifle round that performs far and wide, the 7mm PRC should be on your short list. Next in line is the 6.5 PRC, which many shooters call the hot-rodded version of the 6.5 Creedmoor, also brought to life by Hornady. This round is built to push 6.5mm bullets faster and flatter than its more famous sibling. It's especially well-suited for hunters and long-distance steel bangers looking for something with extra punch. Thanks to that increased velocity, the 6.5 PRC has a remarkably flat trajectory and reduced wind drift compared to the Creedmoor. That extra horsepower downrange makes a real difference when you're aiming for ethical kills beyond typical hunting distances. Yes, the recoil's a bit sharper than the Creedmoor, but it's still very shootable, especially with a good muzzle brake or recoil pad. On target, it delivers consistent groups, and in the field, it offers plenty of stopping power for deer, elk, and beyond. If you want something that bridges the gap between mild recoil and magnum-class energy, the 6.5 PRC is a rock-solid choice. Now, let's give some respect to a classic that stood the test of time, the 270 Winchester. This cartridge has been a trusted companion for American hunters for nearly 100 years, and for good reason. The 270 Win is fast, flat, and lethal on everything from whitetail to mule deer and even elk. What makes this round a keeper is its versatility. Whether you're set up in thick woods or glassing across a canyon, the 270 handles both scenarios with ease. It's got great reach and power without being punishing to shoot. The recoil is mild enough for just about any shooter to handle, yet it delivers enough energy to put animals down cleanly. On the range, this round is a joy, accurate, steady, and not picky with loads. It's also consistent across all kinds of weather and terrain. If you're someone who values tradition and field-proven results, the 270 Winchester is still more than capable of hanging with today's cutting-edge rounds. We've got the 308 Winchester. This cartridge has done it all from military service to hunting and competitive shooting, and it's earned its reputation as one of the most reliable do-it-all rounds in the American market. The 308 delivers dependable stopping power and consistent accuracy, whether you're punching paper at the range or bringing down game in the backcountry. What really makes the 308 Winchester shine is its widespread availability and massive variety of bullet types. From light varmint rounds to heavy hunting loads, it's incredibly versatile. Reloaders love it too because it's easy to work with and extremely adaptable. On the range, it runs like a champ, offering predictable recoil and reliable results across a wide range of rifles. It's also a relatively affordable round, especially thanks to the abundance of surplus options. If you're building out a rifle collection or just want a round that does a little bit of everything well, the 308 Winchester is a timeless workhorse that belongs in your safe. Whether your goal is hunting, long-range accuracy, or tactical readiness, the 7mm 08 Remington is one of those cartridges that blends power and precision into a surprisingly shooter-friendly package. If you're in the market for something adaptable that performs just as well on the hunt as it does ringing steel at 500 yards, this round is absolutely worth considering. Chambered in everything from lightweight hunting rifles to custom precision rigs, it's a cartridge I often recommend to shooters wanting more reach than the 308 Winchester without the punishment of magnum recoil. What really makes the 7mm 08 stand out is its laser-straight trajectory and excellent retained energy. The high ballistic coefficient of those 7mm projectiles helps it buck the wind, keeping it accurate even at 400 yards and beyond. And thanks to its mild recoil, it's a joy to shoot all day. On the bench or out in the field, this cartridge delivers smooth cycling, consistent accuracy, and enough punch to ethically drop game. For shooters looking for a capable middle ground between manageable recoil and impressive ballistic performance, the 7mm 08 Remington is a rock-solid performer. Now let's turn to a newer face with some serious speed, the 6.5 Weatherby RPM, which stands for Rebated Precision Magnum. This cartridge was designed to wring every bit of potential from the 6.5mm bullet without requiring a full magnum action. The result is a high-velocity, flat-shooting round that's tailor-made for long shots across wide open landscapes. What really sets the Weatherby RPM apart is how fast it pushes those bullets. It delivers a flatter arc and less drop than typical 6.5 rounds, which comes in handy when you're stretching out past 500 yards. In my time with it, I've found that this extra velocity translates to real-world results, more energy on target and more confidence behind the trigger. It also handles wind remarkably well, which is a major plus when conditions get unpredictable. Recoil is a bit sharper than your average 6.5mm, but still very manageable, especially if you're used to magnums. Whether you're hunting mule deer on open ridgelines or ringing steel at 1,000 yards, the Weatherby RPM brings the heat with speed, stability, and serious stopping power. Next up, we have the 6mm Creedmoor, a round I reach for often when I need extreme accuracy without the fatigue of heavier recoil. Think of it as the high-speed sibling of the 6.5 Creedmoor, tailored for 6mm bullets and optimized for competition, varmint hunting, or tactical precision work. The 6mm Creedmoor is fast. With certain factory loads, you're looking at muzzle speeds north of 3,000 feet per second. That means flatter trajectories, less adjustment for wind, and quicker follow-up shots. What I really appreciate is how forgiving it is. It stays accurate even when the wind picks up, and the low recoil helps you stay locked on target through the scope. Whether I'm competing or dialing in at 1,000 yards, this cartridge delivers tight, repeatable groups every single time. The 6mm Creedmoor has become a go-to for precision shooters because it just works clean, smooth, and consistently accurate. If you want something that punches above its weight without punching your shoulder, this one is a winner. Let's give some respect to a timeless performer, the 243 Winchester. This cartridge has earned its stripes over generations of shooters and hunters alike. Known for its light recoil and versatility, the 243 Win remains a go-to for deer, varmints, and even long-range paper punching. What makes this round so special is how balanced it is. It shoots flat thanks to its high velocity and light bullet weights, making it ideal for shots at 200 to 300 yards without having to dial your scope much. On the hunting side, it delivers clean, ethical kills on deer-sized game, while being gentle enough for newer or younger shooters. On the range, it's accurate and easy to control, traits that also make it a smart pick for anyone who wants to shoot more and stress less. Reloaders love it too, thanks to its efficiency and wide bullet selection. All things considered, the 243 Winchester remains a classic because it works. If you want a cartridge that's light on the shoulder but still gets the job done, this old-school round still holds its own against modern contenders. The 2506 Remington might not always be in the spotlight, but in terms of real-world performance, it absolutely deserves more attention. Originally created by necking down the 3006 Springfield to take a quarter-inch projectile, the 2506 delivers blistering speed and an impressively flat trajectory qualities that make it outstanding for both hunting and long-distance shooting. What stands out most about this round is its sheer versatility. It's a top-tier choice for medium-sized game like deer and pronghorn, with more than enough velocity and energy to ensure ethical hits, even at extended ranges. You're looking at muzzle velocities that often push past 3,200 feet per second, depending on the load. That kind of speed results in a trajectory that stays remarkably flat, minimizing the need for heavy elevation adjustments. Whether you're dropping game at 300 yards or stretching shots out even farther, the 2506 remains predictable and easy to dial in. At the range, it's a pleasant round to shoot mild recoil compared to the larger 30 caliber magnums, and highly accurate out of a properly set up rifle. I've also found the cartridge to be very dependable across different weather conditions, which is critical when you're in the field and can't control the elements. For hunters and shooters who want a high-velocity, hard-hitting cartridge that doesn't punish the shoulder, the 2506 Remington is a truly underrated gem. And there you have it, the lineup of top-performing cartridges that leave the 6.5 Creedmoor in the dust. Whether you're talking about the long-range authority of the 7mm PRC, the reliable stopping power of the 308 Winchester, or the underrated performance of the 2506 Remington, each of these rounds offers something unique to serious shooters. Personally, I consider the 7mm PRC a powerhouse when it comes to stretching the limits of distance shooting, but I've also got a lot of respect for the 270 Winchester. That cartridge has stood the test of time and continues to deliver reliable performance across countless hunts and range sessions. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Which of these cartridges outshines the 6.5 Creedmoor in your eyes? Or is there another favorite of yours that didn't make the cut? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. I read every single one. And if you got something out of this video, go ahead and tap that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the latest updates on firearms and ammunition. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, shoot straight and stay safe.